Hello and welcome to the Undead Celluloid Society's podcast. My name is Michael.
And I'm Rachel.
And today we are covering the 1996 film Pinocchio's Revenge. Pinocchio's Revenge is I would say like a mystery horror in the sense of there's a serial killer, you think.
He wasn't convicted.
He wasn't convicted as a serial killer. You're right. I'm sorry. This guy was convicted for burying a body, his son, in the backwoods of Florida somewhere. Mm-hmm. And, well, you can't do that because if cops catch you, you will go to jail. And he's being tried, and his lawyer wants to appeal the death sentence that he got because
she doesn't believe that he
killed anybody, that he's covering for someone.
Right.
And so she also at the scene they find a doll, which is the original Pinocchio doll. Very weird looking, very wooden.
Yeah, actually looks very similar, if I'm remembering it right, to the Pinocchio from the very first live action movie.
I've never seen the live action Pinocchio
If
movie.
I'm remembering it right, which it's been a hot minute. So
yeah, I understand.
Who knows? But
yeah, so they find the doll, and the lawyer wants to appeal the case. She's granted that, and then somehow, I'm assuming that it's the doll itself, but somehow the doll ends up in her car. I say somehow because you're assuming that it's a killer doll this whole movie. We'll get into that. It's kind of up in the air for us at this point.
Still don't know.
So the doll, she brings the doll home for some reason. Her daughter, who is bullied at school, she's got some issues going on, becomes weirdly obsessed with this doll. Loves it. So makes it sleeps in her bed with her, which is strange.
And backstory on them, the dad left them for a new woman.
Yes.
So, and she's like super upset with him, like doesn't want to talk to him. In her eyes, he abandoned them, even though he tries to talk to her all the time.
Yes. She also had a dream that they died, her and the girlfriend.
Yeah, she had a dream that her dad and his girlfriend died a vicious death.
Yes. So they the little girl becomes weirdly obsessed with the doll. She starts taking it with her places. She's talking to it. We also hear the doll talk, but interestingly we only hear the doll talk when it's with her. We later see when she's at the psychiatrist that it's her talking to herself. There's no doll talking.
Right, but then it does talk when the mom is
after she got hit in the head.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
So we'll get to that. We're jumping ahead.
Sorry,
we're jumping ahead. So she's bonding with this doll. The doll's doing evil stuff, so we think. The lawyer mom is still trying to prove the guy's innocence, so she's kind of working on that. She's not really home a whole lot. This movie has a lot of similar vibes to me. Did you ever watch Child's Play, the first Chucky movie?
Yes.
It's very similar to that. The mom's like never home. The boy, Andy, bonds with Chucky, and it's just the two of them. They have a babysitter too. Mm-hmm. Chucky kills the babysitter. Spoiler alert if you've never seen Child's Play. But it's very similar. Actually, that's the one thing I saw when I was looking it up, is that this is closer to Don Mancini, who's the creator of Chucky. This is closer to his original intent for what Child's Play was, which I respect. But it's very similar to Child's Play in the sense of there's a doll, there's a child that's obsessed with the doll, loves the doll, and we see the doll do stuff, and the child gets blamed for it. Little girl gets run over by a bus and survives somehow.
Oh yeah, because Pinocchio pushed a rake in front of her.
I thought it was his nose. I wish it would have. It should have been his nose.
That would have been great.
It should have been his nose.
But yeah, it pushes the handle of a rake in front of her bike. She tumbles in front of the bus and goes.
Yeah.
She was between the wheels, so like I'm not surprised that she survived, but she was definitely shaken up.
Yeah, I was. And before that point, I mean, you got the couple murders that happened in the very beginning that we didn't see happen. I was beginning to wonder if anyone was actually going to get killed in this movie, because lawyer mom's got a boyfriend, a new tease, and he's babysitting Zoe, who is the little girl, and Pinocchio says that we need to get rid of her, or him. I'm sorry, did not mean to misgender him. And Pinocchio pushes him down the stairs, puts him in a coma.
We don't see Pinocchio.
We don't see Pinocchio push him downstairs. We'll get back to that at the end. But he gets pushed down the stairs and gets put in the hospital. So I'm thinking at this point, is anyone going to die in this movie? Yeah. The little girl, so Pinocchio says to be free, he needs his strings for his marionette cut, which I didn't even notice the marionette until that point.
Well,
actually,
the boyfriend was playing with them.
I just don't remember it. I don't know why.
But other than that, they weren't attached.
Yeah,
they weren't.
Yeah, they were taking some liberties there.
Yeah.
So she cuts the strings, and he starts waddling off like a penguin.
I'm free.
Yeah, he's waddling down the road like the leprechaun. Actually, he kind of looks like the leprechaun from Leprechaun from the back. Not the doll, but just the way he's walking in the darkness. And he goes to the hospital and unplugs the machine that's keeping
something.
Yeah, he plugs something that's keeping lawyer mom's boyfriend alive, and it kills him. Not instantly. He has a heart attack or something, which is strange. He opened his eyes and stuff too, which was really weird.
Yeah, his heart rate skyrocketed and then flatlined.
I mean, he died at when it was going 157 beats per minute, which is not very high for.
Listen, it's the 90s. You gotta give it some slack.
So Pinocchio is killing people now. He's killed the boyfriend, and then once he goes back home, he kills the babysitter, who is this hot live-at-home European lady that, I don't know, her name's Sophie, right?
Yeah, Sophia.
Yeah, so he kills her. Then the mom comes home. The mom has just had a meeting with the psychiatrist that her daughter's been seeing, that Zoe has been seeing. They play a video, and it's just a video of Zoe in the room with the doll by herself. We saw this scene earlier where she's talking to Pinocchio about why he pushed David, the boyfriend, down the stairs, and she starts yelling at him. But the only thing that we see is her talking to herself.
In the video.
In the video. She's not talking to anybody else. There's also a couple of scenes after this. When the mom gets home, the babysitter is dead. It's dark in the whole place. There's a couple of scenes. Sorry, we got cats, running around here.
Deciding to be psychos right now.
Zooming all over the place. But we have... sorry.
Babysitter dies, mom comes home.
Babysitter dies, mom comes home, and there's a couple of shots that look like Pinocchio in the dark, and then it flashes, and then it's Zoe, the little girl. Pinocchio's holding a knife, and it flashes, and it's Zoe.
Total mindfuck.
Pinocchio is holding the fire poker that he killed the babysitter with, flashes, and it's Zoe.
Yeah. And
she says that she took it from him. But Pinocchio is at the she gets hit in the head with the fire poker, and then she sees her daughter, and then she looks over and she sees Pinocchio, and then Pinocchio starts talking and chasing her, locks her in a room, or she locks herself in a room, gets stabbed through the door. I don't know why she had her hand on the door when she saw it stabbed multiple times. And then she comes back out. Pinocchio wrestles with her, and she throws Pinocchio into this, one of those 2005 glass tables.
The glass coffee table.
Yeah, the glass coffee tables that were really popular.
With the wood around the edge.
Yeah, they were really popular 25, 30 years ago. And what?
When this movie came out?
Yeah, when this movie came out. They were really popular then. And then the storm flashes, and she looks again, and it's her daughter, that has fallen through the coffee table, not Pinocchio. Pinocchio is nowhere to be seen. Because she takes Pinocchio before this, I didn't mention this, but she takes Pinocchio before this and locks him in a trunk.
Yes.
So, never
Don't
shows
know
him get
how
out.
He got out. Then
it cuts from her throwing her own daughter through a table. By God, that woman had a family. That's a WWE reference. They are at the insane asylum. They're both in the insane asylum. She's hugging her daughter on the bed, and she said she won't stop until she gets her out of there. And the psychiatrist rightfully says, "For your sake, I hope not."
Yeah. He's like, for her, you and everyone else, like, no, she does not need to be out.
And if you're waiting for the big reveal of what's happening, nothing. It's the credits after that.
Yep.
Credits right away. So you're really left kind of with this mind confusion of what the hell happens in this movie.
And who did what.
Yes, and who did what. It's kind of implying that the daughter was just psycho all along. Tripping the little girl, pushing the dad down the stairs.
David, not the dad.
Not the dad. David, the boyfriend. Basically her dad. I mean, we don't see the dad.
That's true.
Killing the babysitter. Talking to the puppet by herself. We don't ever... Because the psychiatrist brings up an interesting point of, did you hear Pinocchio talk and chase you after you got hit in the head?
Before
or after you got hit in the head. And she said after, which is...
She got a concussion.
She had a concussion. Don't think concussions make you see live dolls chasing you and killing you, but whatever. It's a movie from the 90s. They don't know what concussions are at that point.
They took some liberties.
Yeah, but they also don't know what concussions are at that point. They don't take them that seriously.
That's true.
Except this movie took it very seriously.
And they line it up like she's having the violent nightmares.
Yes.
She bit the girl that was bullying her. She bit her ear.
Yeah, she did bite her ear. Drew blood. Too.
Yeah, drew blood. And she has this like very intense fear that her mom is going to leave her. She's gonna like leave with David and just she'll be all alone because.
Yeah, because
that's gonna happen.
It makes sense because she the way that Pinocchio is talking is like, we gotta get rid of David so that your mom has more time to spend with us. We gotta get rid of Sophia, the babysitter.
So that your mom has to stay home.
So your mom has to stay home and take care of us.
And then he tries to kill her. Or someone tries to kill her. See, so that doesn't make any sense.
The one thing that's confusing, though, about it is that this has happened before, though. It's like not Geppetto. Geppetto is not this.
No, Pinocchio is actually a story in this too.
Yeah, Pinocchio is a story in this. Vince Gotti is the guy's name that's being convicted. That's burying his son. So we see this already. Like people are dead. Children, I think, were killed.
Children.
They're all children that are killed.
Objects.
Yeah, and the son was killed. There's also it's just there. We see it starts with that, and then it goes to the daughter. So it's almost kind of like maybe it's not the daughter, so to speak, as what if Pinocchio is controlling her like a puppet? Maybe that's how.
But the thing is, though, is that Vince, the first guy,
Gotti,
he killed his son.
He did kill his son. So
I'm thinking that his son tried to kill him, and then he.
Like his son probably killed his other little kids.
Yeah, so
too.
It really was the kids doing it.
Yes, yeah. I don't think that guy killed anybody.
Besides his son.
But I like to think that theory is true, of that Pinocchio is controlling them with like as a marionette puppet, in a sense, because when Zoe creeps into her mom's room with a butcher knife, at first you see Pinocchio and then it's her, but she is looks like she's entranced, like she's just blank staring.
Yeah, and she's like, the mom just takes the knife.
I would
be like grabbing the arm, taking the knife, you know.
Choke slammer.
But, like, she did it just very calmly and was like, sweetie, what are you doing? She's like, I was trying to protect you.
Yeah, there's always, like, a convenient excuse. Like, when she has the fire poker, she's
And
like,
then she
I
continues-
grabbed it from Pinocchio.
Yeah, but then she continues to put the knife in the drawer. At that point, I would be putting all sharp objects, fire poker included, somewhere else.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes. Yeah. So there's a lot of mind fuckery in this movie. And we're really trying to kind of wrap our heads around it because we were just coming off watching it.
Yeah, and we still have no idea.
We still have no idea. Also, if you are curious of the budget, we also have no idea. When I looked up the budget, it said made for a very low budget. Some sources say no budget at all. What do you think that means? It's got to have some kind of money in it. Someone put some money in it. I'll tell you what, these people didn't work for free. At least I hope they didn't. Oh, Pinocchio talks at one point too, and his mouth looks weird when he talks. It's like rubbery, like it's like a rubbery mask almost.
Yeah, I can't find anything on a budget.
But if you want a low budget child's play film to watch, and that is a lot more ambiguous than, oh hey, it's actually the doll, this is the movie for you.
This is the movie, yeah.
Came out 8 years after Child's Play 1? Yeah, 1988 would be Child's Play 1. So 8 years later, little late to be making a rip-off Chucky movie, but...
Maybe they thought people forgot about it.
Yeah, maybe they were like, oh yeah, this is before... So this would have been after Child's Play 2 and 3, I think. And then before Bride of Chucky, which was the big one, with Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer Tilly. That was a quote for the movie. Anyways, so yeah, that's the plot of the film. It's kind of confusing. To sum up the way that I kind of feel about this movie before we go into our rating system about it.
Say what you liked about it.
Well, I'm going to say what I liked about it, but to sum up, prior to that, the top review on IMDb that we saw featured said, Pinocchio's Revenge is not a good film, nor is it a bad one. It's kind of just in the middle. I don't know what to say about it.
Nobody knows how to feel about this movie.
Or what the fuck happens in it.
And there's nothing about it. Like, no one came out after and was like tried to explain it or anything.
No, yeah, I didn't want to go down like a Reddit thread hole of what the heck happened in this movie.
I would like to. I might.
Well, if you do, let me know what happens in that. Let me know what happened at the end of this movie.
Think.
Yeah, so I will say I liked the ambition. I say ambition, but they ripped off Child's Play. I don't know. The acting wasn't terrible. I mean, for a low budget film, pretty well acted. I think everyone did a pretty decent job. The kid actor was pretty good too. She's a great crier. She was a great crier. So I was impressed with the acting. Pinocchio, I mean, I appreciate that they used a wooden doll, but I guess it just doesn't look that good. I mean, it's true to the material because he's a wooden doll. I just wish that there was a little bit more explained. I'm okay with an ambiguous ending and us trying to figure it out ourselves. I mean, my favorite movie of all time is The Thing, and it ends on a cliffhanger. And I would really like something like just a little bit more backstory to the guy that's being convicted, because it just serves like one purpose, to bring the doll in, and that's it. But other than that, I mean, it's not horrible. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this movie.
What did you not like about it? Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties.
What did I not like about it? I won't say that there's any one thing I didn't dislike about it. I think maybe the the explanation of some of the characters. Like Sophia didn't really get that she was their nanny until like later on in the movie.
I knew that.
I mean, I didn't know. I
knew
didn't
that
know
from the
what. I didn't.
beginning.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm kind of oblivious when it comes to stuff like that, I guess.
Well, she's a lawyer, so obviously she makes good money, and
She makes
she's
good
gone
money.
all the time.
She's a stay-at-home nanny that has a visa.
She's a live-in nanny.
Yeah, she's foreign, so she's trying to get her visa, right? She's just talking about getting her visa.
Yeah, because they're cheap.
Yeah, because they're cheap. I wish we would. Okay, so I wish we would have saw the dad and the girlfriend, and some.
But what part would they have played?
They would have added to a dynamic to the character of Zoe, I think, giving her like more trauma that we could have gone through, because we don't really get a whole lot of trauma out of Zoe before she. I mean, she's like at home without her mom. Her dad is separated. I kind of would have liked
And moved to L.A.
I kind of would have liked to see the dad in the movie.
But like, who moves to L.A.? You've got a kid. Okay, sorry, that's my own.
People
personal.
that live in LA, sorry that Rachel feels that way about you.
No, it's not that. It's they live in Florida. You have a child, and you just run off to LA with your new woman. Like, that's a dick move.
Oh, the other thing, the cop's acting at the beginning is pretty cheesy.
He's got 5 minutes.
Yeah. You wanted me to tell you what I didn't like. I'm
right,
trying to
you're right. I'm
nitpick
sorry, I'm
like
not,
a little bit.
No judgment.
That's okay. Yeah, so that's kind of what I liked and disliked. Like I said, that review kind of sums it up perfectly of it's not bad, but it's not good. Rachel, what do you like/dislike about Pinocchio's Revenge from 1996, the year that I was born?
Oh, you're so young.
Yeah, you're 2 years older than me.
Honestly, I thought the acting was phenomenal for it being whatever budget it is.
Some say no budget at all.
The bull. There's a budget. Somebody paid for something, and they paid good. I'm not thrilled about the cliffhanger.
Really?
No, because we've talked about this before. I'm someone who has to know what's going on, what's happening.
And you know who's going to be in the Reddit threads finding out what happens maybe later.
Me. But so like I wasn't thrilled about that. Like I need to know. But it bothers me. I just need to know.
Okay.
I'm gonna think about this all night. While I'm on Reddit. What else? I really did like. Oh, okay. I'm gonna kind of. I don't like that we don't know, but at the same time, I do like
the ambiguous,
the mind games that it plays.
Ambiguousness.
Because
I don't know how to say
that, I mean, that level of mind fuckery is, and feel free to disagree with me because I'm not, I'm not an expert on movies and whatever. But like that level of like mind fuckery is kind of like on par with like Stephen King movies to me.
Okay.
So I liked that. That was whoever did it did a good job. I don't know. I also don't like the lack of background on Pinocchio and his creator and all that stuff and why he is a bad boy.
The doll kind of comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, but like he's a bad boy, and the only thing that they said was the original Italian version. Pinocchio had a really bad temper, which
I don't remember that, but I don't remember a lot from Pinocchio.
I feel like I've heard that
Pinocchio
before.
is what I said, by the way.
Pinocchio?
Yeah, Pinocchio, guys. Sorry.
I think everybody knows at this point, Michael. But, so I just wish they would have given, like, at least some sort of background as to why, like, what screwed whatever's inside him, or if it is, like, just, a child's, a disturbed child's mind,
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so you've heard our thoughts on Pinocchio. We will go into rating it now. For a movie production quality for myself, out of 5, based on the low budget or no budget at all, based on that, I'm going to look at it. The acting is great. Set is fine. Pacing is okay. It kind of drags just a little bit. It reminds me of like a really long Goosebumps episode.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give Pinocchio's Revenge, based on movie production, 2.75 out of 5.
Going with the quarter.
Yeah,
quarter points.
going with the quarter
You
on
gave me so
this
much help for
one.
it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be doing math for my review. And then based on likability, I don't hate it. I don't necessarily like it. It's okay. Probably wouldn't watch it again, despite the fact that it's now forever in my Fandango account. So I will give Pinocchio's Revenge, based on likability, a 2 out of 5. So that's going to be a 4.75 out of 10 for me. Rachel, what is your review?
So, like you said, acting was good. It didn't seem like a low budget, as far as the shots, and although there was that one typical like 90s shot where the little girl is laying like, watch out, she's laying like this close to the camera, and then the nanny's like back here, and she's like face full frontal in the camera. But I mean, it wasn't a bad shot. So for production wise, I'm gonna give it a 3.
Okay.
For likability, also not a movie that I would watch again, even though I am gonna do some intensive research after this. But it wasn't bad, so I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
Oh, okay.
2.5.
So
that's a 5.5 out of 10.
Okay, those are our thoughts on Pinocchio's Revenge. We really appreciate you guys watching our podcast. Stay tuned for next week's episode. It is a special episode. It's Rachel's pick. We're not going to tell you what it is because we are kind of having some trouble finding what she wants to watch. But we do really appreciate you guys watching. You Cellulites make our day with your comments and your likes and your views.
You're really trying to make that one stick, aren't you?
Hey, I was told it was pretty clever. But, please like and subscribe, share with your friends. We'll continue to promote on social media, try to get a bigger following. We do this for fun. We don't really care about the views or the comments or the likes. We do this for ourselves because we like scary movies. We like to do this kind of stuff. But we do appreciate you guys watching and supporting us.
Yeah.
Until next time, though, we are the Undead Celluloid Society. My name is Michael.
And I'm Rachel.
And we thank you guys for listening.